Good afternoon, my name is Paul. Today is the Austin Healey 3000 day. So while the car is on the trailer, I'm just going to do a video walk around and have a look at some of the areas underneath that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see with the car on the ground. Okay, I'd like to show you around. So this is the 1960 Austin Healey 3000. Very early car. It's been in storage for over 50 years. The engine has been removed. This is just moving the car to put into storage. It is for sale. So if you're really interested, please drop a line in the comments. Give us a call. All the details will be in the comment section. So what we have here is several different colours over the years. It's been red, maroon and blue. We've got some previous repair work here, but you can see the grille is intact, the front bumper is intact, albeit it does require some chroming. The wheels all turn. We disconnected the brakes, so it now rolls. It's a rolling chassis. So the bad bits you can see here. So the chassis member, you have two longitudinal chassis members. They seem to be pretty strong, and we did actually jack the car up on those in order to disconnect the brakes, and it jacked up with no noises, no funniness. It stayed nice and solid. The ends of the chassis members you can see around with the sills are not in very good shape, but underneath, if I just pan the camera along and show you, you've got quite a straight chassis member there. The one that's coming out, you can see there as well. It's actually solid to the end. It doesn't come out quite as far. And there's actually, there's an alarm thing going off. There's a kind of a section there where the rear axle goes. And if I can just show you there, underneath, you can see the boot floor is pretty much non-existent, but the chassis definitely seems to have a fair bit more strength than a lot of the body panels on the boot floor. Let's get right in there. So you can see there's a sort of a box section in there and in there. See the rear differential. Flat tire. I think it's entitled to have a flat tire. And then again, this outer stuff definitely needs cutting. Definitely needs cutting, but the longitudinal ones are all in place. As I say, we're strong enough to jack the car up on. So in terms of body panels, they're none too clever. You can see the Armstrong shock absorbers are all in there. The springs, all the suspension components are all present. It's very much like the MGB suspension, to be honest. It's quite a simple setup. You can see the front engine cross member and the front cross member of the chassis. And you can see on the body panels there's been repair work historically. Bezels are all there, the lights are all there. The bonnet's in not very good shape. There is another bonnet. There's another boot actually, because the boot's but it's a fiberglass boot lid, which obviously hasn't deteriorated in the same way that this one has. If I open that, you can see there is a gearbox with a changer at the top. You can see there's a fair bit of daylight in the floor. And on the inside, this is where you can see all the colours. Inside we've got that lovely, that's not quite so lovely at the moment, it's a lovely early dashboard, early steering wheel, seats, sump pan. There's an assortment of bits and pieces. And side windows. It doesn't actually open. So all there and all present. I don't know if I can lift the bonnet from here. Obviously, there's no engine in it at the moment. If I lift that, I can show you underneath. I have taken some steel, so the steels are probably better than what I'm doing here. You can see from here. We taped that purely for transport. So I didn't want that disappearing off up the road on the back of the trailer. But you can see what 50 years has done. There is a 3000 engine. It came from another 3 litre Austin, but we do have the original Healey head. And the plan there was to put the head on. So there we go. So that is the Austin Healey 3000.